Hi, Vieira with the stockmarketlive.tv. Today I'm going to comment on these two companies, Twitter, that you have it on the left hand side, trading at $22.47, and Apple 105.83. With regards to Apple, it's rather simple, strong sell rating at stockmarketlive.tv. You were warned since February 2015 to sell long-term long positions. After we discussed the strong buy rating in the past couple of years, the stock was upgraded to strong buy at $52 now, and we downgraded in February 2015 to neutral to start with, when Goldman Sachs was upgrading to strong buy and raising targets. We were downgrading to neutral, $133, and posting live on our blog. Thereafter, we downgraded Apple to sell, and ahead of a stock market crash that occurred in the second half of 2015, we downgraded the stock to strong sell, and Apple crashed down to $92. Recently, the company continued announcing very good results. Wall Street raised the targets to $256. If you have questions, you can Google it. Forbes magazine, for example, journalists, they upgraded and raised the targets to $250. Carl Icahn also raised the targets to $200 plus. You have it on Google if you wish. And the fact is that Apple is trading at $105.93. And this despite the fact that today in the morning, futures, they were up more than 100 points. One more opportunity to bail out losers, investors in Apple that they've been losing hundreds of millions, just to mention the facts, while others, they are losing billions, as the case of Bill Ackman in companies like Vieira. After announcing that Vieira was a very good investment, shares, they crashed. So quite frankly, I found very amusing and very simple to profit from the US stock market. You just have to assume contrarian opinions compared to those that you have on the news, on these TV networks, scam news, saying that GoPro, for example, a bargain at $65 to all the Americans on Mad Money. You have it live. If you have questions, you can also Google it, or stocks like Umbrella ahead of a crash. In the case of Twitter, you also find the investment process described here at stockmarketlive.tv. Strong sell rating. The live call was recorded at $73. In the case of GoPro at $95. In the case of Apple, it was recorded also live at $133. And all these calls, they were made available live in our website. It means that we posted all this information live in real time, and you had plenty of time to act, to do something about it if you had investment positions in these companies. With regards to Twitter, there is a video. In fact, there are, I believe, more than 30 videos with stock ratings in Twitter, live market calls. And Twitter, I mentioned it to be a Ponzi scheme, Wall Street Ponzi scheme. Recently, the company reported earnings, also more news in the US stock market, on the media, saying that Twitter was going to be acquired. This is a rumor that appears to be common every single week. There is a new rumor that Twitter is going to be acquired. The most recent one, it was coincident with shares trading at $26. Today they are trading at $22 an hour. So a wonderful opportunity. And if you wanted to continue making, profiting from Twitter, you have the stock forecast going in 2016, how to invest in Twitter, despite also all the information that was made available to you completely for free. So a new low in Twitter, very important one, and the fact that Apple lost $160 billion market cap in just a matter of a couple of weeks after the company reported an amazing quarter, and Wall Street raising targets. And Apple stock crashed, as it had to crash We repeated this over and over every single month at stockmarketlive.tv. And this despite, I repeat, what I already announced today, the scam tactics used by Wall Street operators jacking up futures pre-market just to dump more shares on the poor retail investor and to scare short sellers that they are, I repeat, 1% under control. So congratulations to all investors in the US stock market. Following my personal guidance, you have here two companies, strong sell ratings for the collapse, the crash. One of them, Twitter. During the course of 2015, I remind you that Wall Street, several investment firms, they raised the targets to $60 plus. $60 plus. You have it on Google if you have questions or if you don't believe what I'm saying. And I'm quite very happy, in fact, very pleased for all those investors that they lost all their money, millions of dollars, in fact, as we know it, we are aware of it, since almost every single week there is a new person, new individual calling here the office saying that they are losing money in Twitter and how can I help them? Well, you have to call the broker or the investment firm that you have been believing in, not only with regards to Apple as well as Twitter, in order to help you to bail out, since that is not our role. Our role is to tell you or to inform you in advance of the most important moves in the stock market, what we did, that Twitter was going to crash and Apple also was going to crash. So if you didn't believe, if you decided to have positions against our view, you deserve entirely your losses, and therefore we are not willing to help these individuals or institutions, since we do not need customers. We have our own trading, and that is the source of our revenue. Moreover, we work with people with the brains as well as institutions that they are credible and not those that they are scamming investors in the stock market, that is to say, raising targets, but at the same time dumping shares in the markets or going short the stock. And you are aware of these scam tactics, that they are in fact very common and popular among Wall Street operators. So I don't have anything to say with regards to that. That is a matter of investigation for the Security Exchange Commission, if there is one, but that is entirely a concern of the United States. It is not mine, since I'm not American. But I repeat, I do not have any sort of regret with regards to those investors that they are losing money investing in Apple or companies as Twitter. You deserve it entirely, and if you wanted to save your money, the only thing that you had to do, it was to type on your browser stockmarketlive.tv and to invest at least 5 minutes to see what the best team in the world had to say with regards to these two companies, okay? So these are today the facts in the stock market. Don't forget that the tape always tells the truth, and not Wall Street raising targets or downgrading targets. When they are downgrading, probably you have to be covering short positions or even buying the stock. When they are upgrading, probably you have to sell your position or even to go short the stock. This is what we did during the course of 2015, not only in the case of Twitter, betting and the collapse in Twitter, in Yelp, in GoPro, Ambarella, and so other companies. You have more than 100 companies that collapsed on the exchange, and you have all of them discussed live, step by step at stockmarketlive.tv, as well as the case of Apple, when they were raising targets and the company reported wonderful earnings. The shares, they collapsed, and everyone was surprised except us and our subscribers, those that they continue using their brain and relying on facts, and the fact also that we have never missed one single call in these companies, Apple and Twitter, since IPO. All right, so I wish you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year 2016, and during this time of holidays, I hope that you learned something how to invest in the markets going in 2016. And if you didn't, well, maybe next year you will have an opportunity for that if you still have money to be in the markets. Thank you and good luck going forward.